Hello soul family, my name is Gita and welcome to your pick a card reading. So the title of this video is going to be, Are You on Their Mind and What Are They Thinking About You? But before we get started, I just want to say really quickly that if you like this kind of video and you would like for me to make more of them, please give the video a thumbs up so I know that you do. Also, it really helps out my channel and I really appreciate it. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and then hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Also, in the video description is where you'll find your timestamps. So this is going to be option number 1 with the labradorite, option number 2 with the amethyst, option number 3 with the lapis lazuli, and option number 4 with the obsidian. So you can go ahead and pause the video and take as long as you need, but I'm going to go ahead and get started and find out if they're thinking about you, and if so, what are they thinking? Alright, so here we have the cards for option number 1 with the labradorite, and let's go ahead and find out what your person, if they're thinking about you, and if so, what are they thinking? Actually, I put it so like, I say what are they thinking, I checked what they were last thinking about. So you're going to still find out what they're at least at last thinking about you. Okay. Alright, so the first card we have is the Page of Mirrors, or the Page of Cups. The second card is the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. And the third is the Eight of Mirrors, or the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Clarifying the Page of Mirrors, we have the Knight of Cups. Clarifying the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, we have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Clarifying the Eight of Mirrors in the reverse, we have Death in the reverse. Clarifying the Knight of Cups, we have Soulmates. Clarifying the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, we have Seduction. Clarifying Death in the reverse, we have Twin Flames. And we also, for your oracle cards, we have, this one is called Curiouser and Curiouser. And we have this one is called Expedition. So the question is, have they been thinking about you lately? And the answer is no, but don't run away yet. The last thing they were thinking, it probably wasn't that long ago, and it looks like it was pretty good. So with the Page of Mirrors, which is the Page of Cups, and the Knight of Cups, they have been thinking about making a love offer and communicating you. They feel like there's a really strong soul connection between the both of you. This person has not been able to walk away from you. And the thing is that when things didn't work out, it made them really sad. They are very attracted to you. They really are tempted by you. But there could be a third-party situation for some of you. If not, don't listen to that part of it. But there could be a third-party situation where they might have been dealing with like a karmic soulmate, and where you're twin flames, something like that. Because what it's saying is that they're trying to walk away, but they can't walk away because they're twin flames. So a lot of you, you're either soulmates or twin flames, and they can't walk away from you. Either way, it's a high, at least a high soulmate connection for most of you who get this. So both of these cards are really interesting because they have similar themes. They have similar energy. Like, so this one, it says Curiouser and Curiouser. It says discovery, inquiry, weirdness, and curiosity. And this one is called Expedition. So this one right here, the way they were feeling last they were thinking about you is they're very curious. I would not be surprised if they were looking you up on your social media. There's like, there's definitely, they're feeling this weird connection. They're feeling this weird energy, and they are curious by you. It feels like they're kind of going down a rabbit hole with you. And honestly, I feel like if they haven't been thinking about you, it hasn't, like as of lately, I don't think it's something that's been going on for very long, because I feel like this person, maybe their mind wanders off into what they got to be doing in their everyday life, but then it always comes back to you. There's a really strong connection here. And with expedition, I don't know, they might be busy working and doing things. So I do feel like someone kind of walked away, but they keep, it's like they keep trying to walk away, but they can't quite walk away. But there's, with this Wheel of Fortune in the reverse and this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, I'm also picking up that some of them, they might have chosen to be with someone else. I feel like they might be regretting this decision if they did run off to be with someone else. Like if it was between you and another person and they picked the other person over you, that is not working out with them. However, I do think that this other person, they might have had a soul contract with them. That it is possible though that you could be the soulmate and they could be having a twin flame. It's not impossible. And they're thinking about their twin flame. So I feel like that you could be the soulmate and they're trying to deal with a twin flame. Or it could be the other way around. Take whatever resonates. But for those of you who have a third party situation. Otherwise, I feel like that they could be dealing with a work situation, something like that. And they're very distracted with like family issues. Looks like they're definitely working through something. This expedition, it feels like them doing things. I mean, in one sense, they are just like like curious and discovering and trying to and like learning new things through your connection. And then on the other sense, it feels like, you know, something more is going on. Like maybe some might actually literally be on an expedition. Some might be doing something else. You know what I mean? Anyways, that's all I have for pile number 1. If you like this kind of reading, please give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate it and it helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Alright, well, thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead now and move on to pile number 2. Alright, so here we have the cards for pile number 2 with the amethyst. And let's go ahead and find out if you're on their mind, and if so, what are they thinking about? All right, so first we have the Chariot in the reverse. Then we have Justice. And then we have the Emperor in the reverse. Clarifying the Chariot in the reverse, we have the Four of Wands in the reverse. Clarifying Justice, we have the Four of Pentacles. Clarifying the Emperor in the reverse, we have the Five of Wands. Clarifying the Four of Wands in the reverse, we have Mask. Clarifying the Four of Pentacles, we have Not Stay. Clarifying the Five of Wands, we have Photograph. And then we have Such a Curious Dream for your Oracle card, or one of them. And the other one is called, I think it's called Plenty. There's something about giving, abundance, something. All right, hang on, I'm gonna see. I'm going to make sure. Plenty, yes, I was correct. All right, and there's like 2 meanings I'm getting of this. So it's saying, have you been on their mind? The answer is no. This doesn't mean that they're not thinking about you at all. I am going to go over what they're last thinking about you. Okay. So last things they were thinking about you with the Chariot in the reverse is, and the Four of Wands. I feel like that there's something, things are just not working out. There's some kind of trouble. There's like all this the Chariot is like energy that is not very well managed. It's like energy that is, you know, kind of chaotic. It's not very organized. It's just like kind of rushing and messing up and everything like that, kind of clumsy energy. And the Four of Wands in the reverse is like a lack of, like, I'm picking up a lack of teamwork, okay? And I feel like, you know, with the Mask, it's like they're not really showing their true feelings. Either they think that you weren't showing your true feelings, or they weren't. But I feel like that they were not showing their true feelings for most of you. It's like weird. Okay, so with Justice, I feel like that they feel like that's something. It's like it's about balancing the scales, and then with a Four of Pentacles is about holding on to something. I feel like there's some kind of situation that happened, some kind of conflict that happened between the both of you. There's some kind of this funky energy and not cooperating that I feel like that they're still holding on to. Also, I feel like there are some who are really working really hard, which is one reason why they're having money issues, and which is one reason why they may not be wanting to like communicate, or they haven't been thinking about you. Because what does this person look like they're doing? They look like they're at work, right? They're at work and they're like, not right now, right? So it says not today, not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call, or a person, or boundaries, and could be still angry. And that's not going to resonate for everyone. You know, not all of these are. But I feel like that they could be trying to either set boundaries or trying to avoid a conversation or something like that at the moment. And the Emperor in the reverse, I feel like that they're feeling like overly, there's like a conflict with this Five of Wands. And when the Emperor, I feel like that they could be trying to control the situation too much. They're being really controlling or manipulative. They're conflicted about it. However, for a lot of you, I'm picking up that they're lacking in the confidence to do something. Yeah, they're conflicted about their feelings. They're lacking in, like, there's like a lack of wanting to assert themselves or take charge of a situation. And they're conflicted about that. I feel like it's an internal conflict, if anything. Because they still have photographed, they still look at your photos from time to time, and they still miss you. And they do think about you. It's not like maybe in the last 24 or 48 hours or something like that. But, you know, maybe like once a week they go on, wonder how you're doing. Especially when they dream about you. I feel like they do dream about you sometimes. It's almost like they could be trying to not think about you, and then they end up having a dream or something about you. And it kind of throws them off. And they end up thinking about, like, why did I think about that person? Why did I dream about this person? And it's like, they have this, like, honestly, they have like these fantasies or something about you of how things they should be, or how things they would like things to be with you. And they're like, oh, that was a nice dream. And they have to kind of come back to reality. Right? But for some of you, I feel like that you might be kind of long distance, and you could have visited, or somebody could have visited, and then they had to go home. It's like returning to reality. So this person is thinking about you. They are thinking about you a lot. They just haven't been thinking about you lately. You're not on their mind right now. With this one, Plenty, I feel like for some of you, there could be some that are trying to buy happiness, but it only lasts it wears off. So there's like trying to buy happiness only lasts until the newness of the purchase wears off. So it's almost like either they think that, you know, the newness is wearing off between the both of you, or that it did wear off between the both of you. And And I feel like they think about sharing something with you. I feel like they think about talking to you. And they think about sharing what their feelings or even the dream is about you. Anyways, that's all I have for pile number 2. If you like this kind of video, please give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate it and it helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Alright, well thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead now and move on to pile number 3. Alright, so here we have the cards for pile number 3 with the lapis lazuli, and let's go ahead and find out if you're on their mind, and if so, what are they thinking about? Even though technically I'm still telling people what they're thinking. I'm just telling you if they're thinking about them lately, but I'm still checking and see what they're last thinking about them. Alright, so the first card we have is the Ace of Spirals. The second card is the Hanged Man, and then we have the 5 of Mirrors, which mirrors is cups and the spirals are wands, so it's like the Ace of Wands. Clarifying the Ace of Wands, we have the 2 of Pentacles. Clarifying the Hangman, we have the 5 of Swords in the reverse. Clarifying the 5 of Mirrors, which is the 5 of Cups, we have the Ace of Wands again. Whew. Clarifying the 2 of Pentacles, we have Self-Indulgence. Clarifying the 5 of Swords in the reverse, we have Lightning. Clarifying the Ace of Wands, we have Sunglasses. And then for your Oracle cards, we have I Want to Be Queen. And we have Strategy. So I thought this was an interesting pile. Alright, so the answer is yes. All the cards up here are in the upright. So the answer is yes. They have been thinking about you, especially within the last 24 to 48 hours. I feel like they have been, they have had sexual thoughts, okay? But it's like they're still having difficulty, like having their self-worth sucks still. And the 2 of Pentacles is they're juggling more than one thing. I feel like they're trying to act like everything is fine, but not everything is not quite fine. With a Hangman, your person could be wanting to make an apology of some sort, or trying to fix the situation, do something to like if there was some kind of fighting or anything like that, they're wanting to heal the situation. But yeah, this is a situation that it could also have been taking time to heal. So with Lightning, it's like sudden change. It's like they're having some kind of shocking news, a surprise. They're having an epiphany. It's upheaval, transformation. Okay? And with the Hangman, I feel like they're kind of still going through this transformation. They're not quite in the energy of doing anything towards you yet. With the Hangman, they're kind of like, they're hanging around, trying to gain a new perspective on the situation. The 5 of Mirrors, though, they are missing you, and they are looking at your social media. They're watching and looking and stalking. They're really thinking about you. And they might be even fantasizing about you. With that Ace of Wands, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like they're looking at your pictures. They're thinking some things, but they are missing you with the 5 of Cups. They're missing you. They're thinking about you, and I feel like they might have made a mistake. They might have done something. Either way, they're feeling sadness and a loss when it comes to you. So with I Want to Be Queen, basically that's what it is. They don't want to be queen. They want to be like the king or the queen of your world. You know, they want to be the person who's number 1 in your life. You know? And basically, with the strategizing card, they're trying to think of how they can do that. They're trying to think of how they can come toward you, but, you know, even with this card, you can see that they're afraid. I don't know. Let me make sure this is called strategy. I want to say it is, but let me check. Because I'm thinking that maybe it's something else. I need to make sure. I want to say, yeah, it is strategy. But it looks, it's saying they think it looks bad, you know, right here. See how they're feeling intimidated. They're like hiding behind the door. Oh, how am I going to do this? And you're a big teddy bear. And they're thinking about how I feel like they either want you to be queen or they want to be your queen, depending on what you're into, what your preferences are. But you know what I mean. Just switch it around to whatever fits you. But I'm definitely feeling like, see these fives, there's definitely been some turmoil going on, and it's really left them feeling like not feeling good about themselves. But I feel like they're working on it, right? They're focusing on their self and their self-worth, okay? They're trying to have appreciation for themselves. And I feel like they're overcoming that, you know? I feel like they are starting to feel self-worth, and then they're starting to be able to want to engage, if that makes sense. They're wanting to re-engage. It's like they kind of got knocked down and they're ready to get back up and try it again. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I feel like they've been thinking about. They're just trying to think on how they can do it. What do they want to do? How they you know, they're realizing things that they want. They're definitely thinking about you. They're watching you from afar. Anyways, that's all I have for pile number 3. If you like this kind of reading, please give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate it and it helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Alright, well, thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead now and move on to pile number 4. Alright, so here we have the cards for pile number 4 with the obsidian heart. And let's go ahead and find out if your person, or if you're on your person's spine, and if so, what are they thinking about you? All right, so first we have the 6 of spirals, which is wands. Spirals is wands in this deck. Then we have the 5 of spirals, which is the 5 of wands. Then we have strength. Clarifying the 6 of spirals, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Clarifying the 5 of spirals, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Clarifying strength, we have the Ace of Cups. Clarifying the Knight of Pentacles, we have Boat. Clarifying the 9 of Pentacles, we have Date. And clarifying the Ace of Cups, we have I Like You. Then for your Oracle cards, we have Investigate. And then we have Victory. I want to check, but I'm pretty sure that one's Victory. I'm like, I don't know, I'm not feeling so confident about what these names of these cards are tonight yet. They are Victory. I'm like right, but I just want to make sure. I don't want to tell you guys the wrong one. Plus, I don't get that one very often. So, the answer is yes. They have been thinking about you, and they have been thinking you are on their mind, and they are thinking a lot about you. They're very passionate about you. And it's like a lot of fire and a lot of pentacles. So it's like very grounded. It's like very solid. And they're really, so it's definitely like their passion and their feelings and their thoughts are really in this 3D. They're really grounded. With the 6 of spirals, which is the 6 of wands, they're feeling victorious. And that's kind of funny because this is a victory card too. That's what they're thinking. They're feeling victorious. And I feel like you're victorious too. I feel like you're both being victorious here in some way, shape, or form. This is kind of interesting. With the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like they want to make you a solid offer. I I feel like the situation is progressing. The Five of Wands, it looks like there's been a conflict with the Nine of Pentacles about being single. It could be with the Nine of Pentacles and then this dating card. So maybe there's being a conflict about maybe they don't want you to be dating anybody else. Maybe they're not wanting to date anybody else. Someone's not wanting someone to date anyone. Okay? Maybe you've been dating and they're like, I don't want that. And so they want to offer you something more solid. So maybe you are the one who's won. Maybe you're the winner. Maybe they're trying to hold out. But at the end of the day, we have strength. We have the Ace of Cups. They're trying to gain the courage to come towards you with the Ace of Cups with an offer of love. I feel like they want to tell you, they've been thinking about how much they love you, how much they like you, and how they have fun flirting. They want to date you. They don't want you to date other people. They don't want you to date anyone else. That's what they've been thinking about. But they're also like, they could be asking you lots of questions. They want to think before they act, because this is the Knight of Pentacles, which is someone who is cautious and thinks before they act. They're like, They're actually kind of like, they walk in the room a little bit and they peek their head in the doors like, is it safe in here? And so I feel like they're investigating. They're wanting to investigate with you. I do feel like that they could be looking at your social media, and that could be one way that they're investigating for some of you. But either way, they're trying to look closely and trying to figure out what you're up to. I feel like they could be trying to figure out if you're up to like dating other people, if you have other people in your life. But they want to think before they act. But I feel they're feeling really confident that they can win you with strength and the Six of Spirals. There's all this confidence, okay? And even this card, which is called Victory, which even states in the book, you've won. I think that you've won. I feel like they're feeling confident, but you're the one who's won, because you're being victorious over them, because they don't want to lose you. They see you as this Nine of Pentacles. They see you standing in your power, being self-sufficient and independent, and be like, look at me. I got this. I got a swan. Look at me. I'm sitting here. I got a swan. Everybody wants me. Like, I don't know what's on her head, though. I'll let you look at the picture. But I don't know, you're sitting pretty, and they know it, and they know that you're a catch, and that they don't want to lose you, and that if they don't act, that they will. And I do feel like they're going to be acting really soon. I would not be surprised if it was like very shortly after this reading. Let me know in the comments below. Anyways, that's all I have for pile number 4. If you like this kind of reading, please give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate it, and it helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. All right, well, thank you very much, and I hope you all have a wonderful day or night. God bless.